to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get
Hey, vocals. You take stuff too far. You take stuff too far. You gotta land the note somewhere.
And with you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sometimes I love you.
Mm-hmm. I love how your piano is just all these fingers. I love how it's just this.
Now, I want to say, y'all didn't have to do Alicia Keys like that the other day. She wanted to join in on the funny like everybody else. And you can't sing and you stole that lady husband, you light-skinned bitch. Whoa.
You know what, though?
Y'all didn't have to do that.
I think sometimes in life, you just got to take the curves with the straights because you are a bazillionaire and
that was so
that's
unnecessary.
Just, you get to be a bazillionaire, but people will not let you forget that you slept
You
with that
think
lady
she don't
husband.
wake up every morning like, I stole the fuck out this nigga?
I mean, yeah, but like
She know the same way you
like,
gotta
shut the fuck up, Alicia.
the same way I already know that nigga cheated on her. She know she stole that lady husband. Mashonda know, the little kid know, the side baby know, everybody know.
You know, but Mashonda did such good, like Kelly Price. She was a friend of mine, PR for herself. That like she got the people on her side about it.
She's
forever.
so strong. She better than me.
To the point we're more mad at Alicia than we are at Swiss. Like,
and that's the other thing, and you know, just misogyny. Cause don't nobody bother twisting his nose when he do shit.
They don't. He just get to play his triangle and honk his little horn. He just get to do that, and don't nobody say shit to him.
Nobody bother Swiss beats.
Nobody bothers
and that's
Swiss
the
beats.
fucking problem.
And I don't even think Alicia likes Swiss for real. Her closet has French paned windows. Okay, I don't even.
Well, she probably like 42 now. I think around 50 and the girls start coming out more. Mm-hmm. I love that for them. I think we're gonna have like a resurgence, just like a gay.
Yeah.
Because once the girls turn 50, their kids are out of school.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get our.
They don't
lesbians.
have to perform heterosexuality anymore.
Yeah. So give her some more years. If she wants to go be gay, then I think 50s everybody's gay year.
Yeah.
I think once
that's
you
a good
50,
gay year. The half centennial.
Because the girls, like I studied Niecy Nash. Mm-hmm. I looked. All her kids have the same dad. They got to grow up.
She said, "I got mine. I got my two.
I got my two. Got my second husband. I told you how to suck dick. I lied. I'm with this lady now. And when I tell you, Niecy Nash ain't stopped smiling in 4 years.
I have seen all 32 of Niecy Nash's teeth
just
every
smiling
time.
Titties.
Niecy see a camera be like, happier than fuck. And I said, you know what? Good goddamn job.
And you know what?
Yeah.
When the girls turn 52, how many years? I got 22 years to get my shit
that was
together.
some quick math.
I'm 30. It's an even number.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah,
it's an even number.
Yeah.
So,
true. Okay. That makes sense.
So
I was
easy.
like, damn,
I am
Rain
smart.
Man.
I'm so smart. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That was it.
My back.
Welcome
like,
back. Make sure y'all subscribe to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/jokesonyou podcast. That's the name
and
of it.
we're putting stuff on the Patreon.
Stuff is being, y'all been canceling. Stop.
Y'all been canceling. All 52 of y'all, I can see y'all names. Come back. Because we putting stuff on there. We put the hot seat content on there. That shit
Talley
was
will
fun.
be on there showing Hole. I will also be showing Hole soon, but she has to go first. Because she's older.
I'm not going to be showing any Hole. I will do some ASMR crying if you're interested in me just crying
how exactly
on camera.
does ASMR crying happen?
I'm gonna get one of those tiny mics that like the mukbang mics that amplify sound, and I'm just gonna sob. You'll be able to hear my tears hit the floor if you're interested in that. Just a little plink plink of tears.
That's funny.
I
told you about the time I cried so hard that my Apple Watch was like, seems like you're in a loud environment. That was probably the lowest moment. I was just sitting on my floor.
With the shenanigans that have happened that I'm going to talk about my joke of the week, I was wearing my Apple Watch, and it was like, your heart is beating so fast, and I was sitting still. I was sitting still. I was yelling, but I was sitting still.
Yeah, and you know?
Yeah.
Niggas.
My Apple Watch was like, bitches, you cool?
When I was like, it was just me in the house, just crying. I was on the floor just wailing, and my watch was like,
lamenting.
Hey, just checking on you.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's get into it. We have a lot to talk about, and let me me tell you something. Yeah, we batch record. Do you want an episode or not? I saw somebody comment. It was like 12:01. Oh, this is old. Bitch, yeah, it's old. Yeah, we recorded this 2 weeks ago, bitch. Yeah, we can't talk about everything that happened yesterday. This ain't South Park.
And we some prophetesses.
And we did. We
prophesied.
called all the shit.
We called the shit basically that was gonna happen. But no, I wasn't gonna call you the B word. But
I call everybody bitch, to be fair.
Oh, and also I just want to say for my new listeners, because I've learned that some people are meeting in the middle. They are starting from the beginning while also listening to the new episodes.
I know what you're about to say.
So,
I got words to say about
I know
it
you
too.
have words to say about it, but let me do mine. Let me gentle parent, not gentle parent, but
Good
gentle
cop, bad cop.
podcast. Gentle podcast. We love Lauren. She has not been a member of this show for several years.
It has been years. It literally
We
has
have
been years.
repeatedly and will continue to maintain that we don't have much for you about what happened or where she is other than what we've already said. And we're never going to paint Lauren in any sort of light.
Yeah.
Lauren
She
is
grown.
thriving and living her life and succeeding as she does.
And that's the other thing.
And
She's not hard to find. So
she's-
I feel like
she's
y'all
on
every
socials.
time y'all ask, y'all are being messy. That's why it feels
like you. Well, the person that I yelled at on the internet was like, I'm new here. Like I just got here. I didn't know. So I think that we're coming from a place of we've been asked it so many times that, and I know what you're about to say. Hold on. We've been asked it so many times, so we're like, fuck, stop bringing it up. But people genuinely like have not gotten to the place where they like, no.
But the thing is, it is the year 2024. 1, 2. When you click play on the podcast, we done fixed it on Apple Music. It's 2 bitches in the picture. It's 2 hoes in the picture. You follow us. It's 2 bitches in the picture. What do you mean? The girl did like she's just still comedy. Go follow her. I think
And we used to say our socials on the early episodes all the
So,
time.
like,
Like,
go-
and we want y'all to get to know Lauren and love Lauren and
and
follow
follow
her
Lauren
comedy.
and go to her shows and do. Yeah,
She didn't
like,
stop being funny just because she don't work here no
and
more.
she's not dead. What do you want us to
Yeah.
say, Lo? We buried her in the backyard. Like
Like,
she's,
what do you
she's in
want?
her skin. So please
'Cause
stop asking
now I'm
that.
gonna start making up stories. I'm just gonna start making up shit.
And we honestly should do that. I feel like people want mess so bad. And like you're making mess out of nothing. Because
Right.
like when I say, oh, she in my ass, now Lauren like, girl, fuck you too. And I was like, it's not even
that.
about Lauren.
Yeah.
But stop asking
Yeah.
weird shit like that.
Yeah.
And also, Christina's gone.
Christina's gone. Like she's gone.
Stop
Like
being weird.
yeah.
Like when you found us, you heard 2 voices.
The too long didn't read over it all. The questions that need answers is that she was here, now she's not. We love her. We are hoping always that she's doing well. And
It's
we
not
still
2 dreams. There were 3.
There were 3. We would not be where we are today without Lauren, and that is the long short of it all, baby. So don't
But stop
ask us,
being weird.
Don't ask us anymore.
Because people like, oh, I didn't mean no harm. Yes, you did.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was out drunk the other day and saw someone from the podcast, and I did not remember her name because I was drinking margaritas. You slick hoe, because she asked me while I had been drinking.
What'd she say?
And I was like, oh, you cannot trick me.
Cannot trick me.
Cannot trick me.
What the fuck is y'all problem? This is why we have to like. and
That
then-
was so funny to me though, cause good fucking shot. Like
You-
honestly,
nah.
if I wanted some mess about my favorite podcast and I saw one of them outside drunk, come here. I got some questions.
No, one
Yes.
time somebody
I saw like
asked
3
me,
or 4 listeners this week. Twice when I was at margaritas at different places.
what is at Margarita? Is this a place?
No, I was just drinking margaritas as one does.
Oh, I'm like, you were at Margaritas? They have
No.
a establishment?
I wish they did.
It's so funny because I had someone ask me a messy question, and it was about, it's been a year, and we're not gonna talk about it. It's like some shit like I literally tell you that I'm flicking boogers out of my nose. How much more information do y'all want from us? One.
Somebody was like, I'm trying to eat. I can't listen to this podcast, so I'm
I
trying
don't
to
give a
eat.
fuck. No, that was my friend who said that too.
Oh, okay.
Now I really don't care. No, but like, no, but like, how much more do y'all want from us? Like the
Yeah.
question, like, oh, what do y'all want from the podcast? Oh, can we see the hairs on your nipples? No, what? No, we give y'all enough. But somebody caught me and was like, okay, we were talking about a certain establishment, and they sent us a certain kind of email or whatever, and I was out and like, oh, so who are you talking about when you said? You cannot trick me.
Cannot trick me.
You work for them? Like, why you
But
think?
if homegirl had caught me like 2 years ago, she'd have got me. She'd have got me.
No, but
Yeah.
that was so crazy to me because like this is why I've had to like
Maybe they feel like we insinuate that mess is there.
oh, I know it's more to the story. And if it is, why would I tell you,
it's
listener?
my story.
It's our story to tell, and
Yeah.
it's just so funny to me because like, why y'all want it so bad?
But I
And
do.
we
Zoom-
should start making up messier stories to make to
I
give people.
do, as a podcast listener, my top 2 podcasts right now are Shits and Gigs and the I've Had It podcast. I want to know everything about those 4 people collectively. So if there was mess with James and Fuhad or them 2 white ladies, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you even give me a hint that there's mess, hand it here. So I think I understand it from a listener level. I don't think you listen to podcasts as much as I do.
The only person only podcast I listen to is The Read, other
yeah.
than ours. So it's like,
shout out to The Read too.
Shout out to The Read.
They on my playlist.
Yeah, I mean, I follow The Read, and it's like, if I want to be messy enough to find something out, I'll just super sleuth it. But like, if I met them, I wouldn't be like, so that one time y'all, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I'm trying to think of like anybody who I want to know mess about. I
love
think because I've been the mess so much, mess don't hit the same for me, because like,
there's a person behind the mess.
It's a person, because I've been that person. I think, honestly, like, I know I talk about my villain origin story in undergrad so much, but like, gossip changed so much for me in undergrad when I was the gossip. Like, you know, in Mean Girls was like, you ever walked in a room and knew somebody was just talking about you? You ever had it happen 60 times? Being the mess, like walking in class and my teacher was like, y'all heard what happened? I was like, no, my teacher literally like was like, y'all heard what happened with the AKAs? Bitch, I'll never screenshot a bitch again. Like, I mean, I get my little mess off every once in a while, you know, because I'm just a girl. But
and nobody's
it's still,
gonna beat your ass about it now.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, like I feel like I've been the mess and the topic of the whatever, like even just like through the podcast or the breakup or this or that. Like, how many, even with my breakup, I've told y'all what happened so many times, and people are still keying and screenshot. What more do you want from people? I'm a bitch. I'm a girl.
But also, like, with people with mess, I think, like, first of all, I think having also been the mess, I feel like, because, like, I got through it and I'm fine, like, I can know this mess and you gonna survive. Like, but I'm a good intentioned person, so I'm not gonna know the mess and then be praying on your downfall or kikiing that something terrible happened to you, unless I don't like you. But, like, kikiing that something happened to you, shit like that, but people don't be liking folks, so then it does get weird.
It gets weird, and people have that, oh, I like you, but I really don't. You know, it's like a weird kind of fandom. It's just like, I just feel icky sometimes.
Like, somebody commented, I don't know if it was mean-spirited or not, or I just took it personal, but when I brought up that I wasn't in my relationship anymore, they was like, damn, what happened to my man? We're not together. Like, I said it. Like, it's you. I feel like you're talking to me like it's a gotcha. Like, and maybe they didn't mean it like that, but it felt like that.
But that's, and the people, and we talk about the parasocial.
Because I'm about to get real personal this episode. Please be gentle with me.
Right. Like, and it's like, even when I had my shit, we did a whole episode about it. Like, we're very transparent people, but still, people will still try to find, hey, this happened. That's not enough. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she done got kind of big. Like, somebody who I'm not even friends with anymore. I guess people saw my post, and I made the post about when it happened. I was like, hey, I just pushed through the worst day of my fucking life to do comedy today. People screenshot it to people who I'm not even I don't even talk to that bitch, like, at all.
Do I know this person?
No, you don't know this person. But
should I?
You will never know this person.
Fucking.
Oh, if you want to put anybody on your list, put that one on your list.
Is she already on my list?
No. Oh. But so yeah.
Are you sure? Because I got somebody on my list.
No, I know. But no, we were never friends. The one that's on your list.
Oh, okay,
but
cool.
I was friends with.
Okay.
So yeah, I had screenshot it and sent it to her, I guess, asking, because it hadn't hit the streets yet that we weren't friends no more. So she sent it to someone I'm close to and was like, oh, did Mel and that boy break up? She's gained some weight. Like,
I'll fuck your dad.
Like,
just straight up.
Like, bitch, what more do you want?
Bitches talking about my weight just puts me in a really evil place, because I'll show you some fat.
You want some fat? I'll put that fat on a nigga mustache.
And maybe that's fat phobia, me reacting to it like that. But like,
we've already talked about fat phobia till I fucking fat. Yeah. We get it, but it's like, girl, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just so icky
want me to fuck her dad?
To be sure. For people like us who put our all, we talk about shitting on ourselves, we talk about this, we talk about that, and people still want more and still want to dig more. Like, even when we was like, hey, y'all, what's on the Patreon? Can y'all tell us? No! Stop! No! Bitch, what? No! Fuck! No!
I mean, but the thing, again, as a podcast listener, like, so on Shits and Gigs, right?
No.
On Shits and Gigs, there's this, like, running joke that James is jealous of the relationship between their other friend, Toby, and the co-host, Fuhad.
Sure.
I often want to ask James, like, is this just a joke, or does Toby really get on your fucking nerves. Like, cause he is so funny that like he can really lean into the acting of it all. Like jealous that they were hanging out, but I want to be like, psst, does it really bother you that they spend time? That's where the whole like, do you miss me when I'm not around podcast question came from. It came from them because he's like, I see you every week. And he's like, if it wasn't for work, would you hang out with me? Because he said he was out with Toby. So I'm like, does Toby really like push your fucking buttons?
I think also just understanding that these are real people and these are people's real friendships that they have monetized and made a platform like,
which
much
is
like
so hard.
Which is so hard. Like we're
Yes.
friends. Like if we fought, like okay, the girl I'm talking about, we fell out and no one gave a fuck. If me and you fell out, it would be a whole fucking thing.
It would be
and
a whole
I would
thing.
never hear the end of it. And
Yeah.
it's just like, bitch, we gotta fix it because now
And we ain't always good.
and we not. And we get up here
Yeah.
and go to this is our fucking job at this point. But it's
Yeah.
like I can't even be beefed out with you because we on a fucking podcast.
Because I gotta come laugh.
we gotta come be funny,
Be
for an
funny.
hour. And
You
that
still
shit-
be funny. I be hating when I'm like irritated with you and then you say something really funny because like I just want to be like, ha. Like I just want to like give you like one laugh.
But
so
honestly,
you know it was
if
funny.
you touch your nose and I say something funny, it's like, ooh, you saw that? Child, trouble in Paris. Because like people are like, and I think because like the best friend podcast industrial complex has been ruptured lately. Like,
Yeah.
who's next to fall out as besties on the podcast? So
Yeah.
it's fucking weird.
And I think we're professional enough. I could still come be funny with you.
Honestly,
And I
bitch,
could just leave.
I'm a funny bitch.
I could just go home.
And then go, all right, cut. Well, but
I don't want to ever get to that.
yeah, I don't want to get to that point, but that's kind of what it is. And people just noticing body language and like, ooh, what's that?
And both of us are autistic. Both of us are tired. Both of us be having personal stuff going on. Like right now, you can't see it. There's a pillow behind me because I'm having an actual back spasm. But I feel like if I didn't say that and then I make a face when you said something or I shifted my seat, then it's like
you saw that, y'all saw
and I'm
text
just
group,
like
come.
like when Mel is telling good news about her life, I feel like I have to be perfectly still and smile like this and be perfectly joyous and locked in because if I don't, it's like, what was that? What was that? And it's like, nothing.
It's not because now it's a
Yeah.
whole thing. We got to watch our faces because people are like,
Y'all got me down bad. I be checking Lipstick Alley to make sure they're not talking about us bad.
oh, not Lipstick Alley.
We
I
on
had
there. We on there. It ain't nothing much
What
bad
is
for
it?
real.
What is
They
it?
just be like, they need to fix the audio. That was from a while ago.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah. They kind of big. It's like, yeah, that's
They
fair.
said we was big.
I reported it.
They said we was big on Lipstick Alley. Now, what that got to do with the podcast? Damn.
Can't do shit.
Baby can't be big.
Baby can't be big on the pod. This is the radio. Why do I need to be skinny?
You big on the radio. Why would Cat Williams say that?
Cat Williams is such a silly person.
They put on that website that we big.
They said we big and the audio sucked.
Now, what us being big got to do with the podcast?
I think because I was eating. It was like something about me eating while we were recording.
Well, you know
was
they
like
big.
Fucking it up, and they was like, they big. I was like, oh. Like, not I'm a big hungry bitch.
No, when Carisha was like, why would he get you the boneless wings when he know you
He know
big?
you big. Oh, man. But,
Okay.
okay, let's get into
Okay,
Jokes
subscribe
of
to
the
the Patreon and all the things.
Yes. And don't cancel. Damn.
Okay, y'all want my joke of the week? I have two. I have several.
Do one.
I know, but I kind of want to say all of them today.
We're going to say it today. I mean,
Like in this episode,
Okay.
because I don't like. Because next
Go
week
ahead.
is gonna be. I'll find something else to say next
Okay.
week.
Go ahead.
So the first joke of the week is an update from last episode's joke of the week with Booger Gate. I figured out why I have such terrible boogers. I know y'all were disgusted with my booger conversation. Good. I like scaring the
I am
hoes.
also y'all.
Stay
Disgusted.
scared. So I was like, yeah, I don't know why my boogers are so bad, blah, blah. But then I had a friend who we've been bonding over our sweat issues, and we both are doing the Qbrexa wipes that I told y'all about. And the way that it works is that it dries out your entire body so it does not sweat, but it takes away all moisture. And what it was doing, he texted me. He was like, hey, your nose is creating boogers because of the wipes. So it was drying my underarms.
From your armpits, it stole from your nose.
Well, the medicine works in your whole body. Once it's in your
But
system,
it's in a wipe that you wipe under your arm.
Yes.
And it just stole all the moisture.
Yes.
Will it stop my skin from being oily?
Probably, yes.
Give me one.
Sure. Nah, let me tell you right now. Be careful. It's a bad motherfucker. Don't get that shit by your eyes. Wash your hands immediately.
You're scaring me. Never mind.
No, it's strong as fuck. That's why I'm cool with it's under my arm, but I don't want to put it near my face. But he does use it on his face for sweat. But anyway, it dries everything up. So what it was doing was drying up my nose. Nasal dryness, like they say it affects your nose and shit. And that's why it was creating so many boogers. Because I'm sitting here like, where are these boogers coming
Boogery-ass
from?
bitch.
Fucking Boogersburg. Over.
Boogersburg. Now we can use
It was so many boogers, y'all.
Oh, man.
So that's what it was. The second one is, I want you guys, I'm covering my underarms with my hair. Look at this bruise in my arm. Can you zoom in?
She said no.
Not only was it no, well, how dare you ask such a stupid ass question? But if y'all can see, I don't know, well, since you can't zoom, there's a giant fucking, giant bruise. I mean, I'm sure there's zooming possible, but okay, fine. There's a giant bruise in my arm because I fell down the stairs the other day.
She said, girl, fuck.
Y'all just get close to the TV when I do that part. I fell down the stairs the other day. It was Saturday, and we had a fun day. That boy's in town for Deadpool. We went to go see Deadpool Friday. Saturday, my TT baby had her first birthday party. Shout out to Corey. She's wearing
Cute baby.
So cute.
So cute.
And it's so funny how babies act on their first birthday because they don't give a fuck about nothing. I've gone to one first birthday party where a baby was like, it is my birthday, and I'm having a good time. Mm-hmm. Every other time, the baby has been... So Corey, she wasn't feeling well. She was feeling kind of sick, so she just wasn't in the mood. And when I tell you, she usually lights up when she sees me. I was like, hey, Corey, happy birthday. And she was just like, hey. She just looked straight ahead. It was so funny. I was doing my best dance moves. She did not give a fuck. She actually told me no. She actually did this.
I know that broke your heart.
I said, oh, TT, baby. And I just can't. Folk turn one and just
don't know how to act.
This, and then she rolled her eyes at me twice.
Oh,
I said,
who taught her that?
Babies be coming out the womb rolling their eyes, and it's just so funny. So I was devastated as a TT, but I still did my big one for her and her gifts. Mm-hmm. And she let me take her from her dad. She didn't want to go to nobody with her daddy. Mm-hmm. And she rolled her eyes at me again when I tried to hey, think about it. She was like, no. And then I was like, oh, I got to get me a picture. So I had to pry her away from her father. But luckily there was like a fun song going. I was dancing. So she allowed me to hold her. Okay. She did not smile, but she did not cry.
Oh, win. A W.
So at the party we were taking shots. Cool. We get home.
As 1-year-olds' birthdays go.
Absolutely. We got home. Me and that boy fell asleep on the couch watching the Marvel recap of Deadpool, as we do.
Y'all some dweebs, man.
We are absolute dweebs, but it's like that's why you got to find somebody who match your freak. And then my other homegirl was like, okay, at the party at my house. So she lives like 10 minutes away. So he went there. And, we're taking more shots.
Having an after party for a 1-year-old's birthday is so funny to me. That is a very Black/Mexican thing of y'all to do.
Listen.
Yes, that is very Blaxican of you
absolutely.
Guys.
And
yes.
It was fun. Because guess what? The baby wasn't even there.
I bet they wasn't. It was an after party. What the baby finna do at the afters?
Shit.
Not nothing. Go to bed.
So, yes, that was very funny. And, we're taking shots. We played Mafia. You played Mafia before, right?
No.
With the card games?
No.
It's fun.
What's Mafia?
It's like you take a card game and like some person's the killer, somebody's the cop, somebody's
like organized
the
crime. That sounds fun.
It's fun. Like you just like everybody's in circles. Okay, close your eyes. Mafia.
Is this nigger a clue?
Something like that.
Okay.
Everybody's like, okay. Mafia, wake up, and then you open your eyes and you look at the person who's like running the game. You're like, I'm the mafia, and then like who you want to kill, and I'll be like, and then like okay, close your eyes, and then when you wake up, it's like y'all, Talley got killed, blah blah blah. You got to figure out who's doing the killing.
So clue.
Nigga clue, sure.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like a drinking game. Because if you get killed, you gotta take a shot.
Oh, so nigga clue. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's fun. So after that, my friend is Haitian, so her mom was there. She was like offering me nice things because she came to my show. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, you the one from the show? I'm like, yeah, that's me. She's like, okay, we want a mango. I'm like, sure. Mm. And she was like, please stop offering my friend things, Mom. And she's like, please don't tell her about the moo-moos either. And I was like, they're moo-moos? I gotta have the moo-moo. Mm-hmm. So she took me upstairs to go get the moo-moo begrudgingly because she was like, Mom, leave this girl alone. But she was like, fine, I'll get you the moo-moo. And then as I'm leaving, like, oh, I got a moo-moo. I'm about to come model the moo-moo. Mm-hmm. And she has 2 dogs. So she had a baby gate on the thing. So I guess that kind of messed up my perception of the steps. So it's the last 3 steps. And I completely, like, I hit the ground so fast, I didn't even realize I fell till I was already on the ground. Like I just I'm big as hell, like
you're not big as hell,
but like I'm dense, so like
you are dense like a nice sourdough.
She immediately busts out laughing. I'm like in shock. I'm like you know how like babies cry but they're like
what's
fall.
happening. Yeah,
they're like what the fuck. It was bad.
Oh, man.
So I have this giant fucking bruise because I had to break my fall with my arm. And, you know, I just be falling. And, you know, like, I'm at the age now, like, you know how your grandma fall and nobody tell you and you're mad? Like, why you didn't tell me Nana fell? I'm at the point where falling is a nexus event now. Like, falling.
I have a joke about that.
Like,
Yeah, I do.
falling now.
You just got to complete the fall. It just has to happen.
If you fall, that will throw off your entire week. Like, this is only going to get darker. It's going to be black by Thursday.
Falling and dancing. When I dance the night away now, I've danced the week away. I can do nothing.
You
My
have
whole
to
body hurts.
reset the rest of the fucking week.
Yep.
So that was fun. And then not even just a joke of the week, but WNBA All-Star Weekend was so fucking fun. It was so fun. Shout out to Daedry. Daedry I'm going to keep on shouting Daedry out because she's not getting rid of me. We locked in.
Yeah.
That was fun as fuck. I had fun. I was partying. I'm watching the Olympics like I was just in a party with these people. This is so fun. This is so great. Had a good time. Sports ball is fun, man. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. I love the sports ball. And Phoenix is nice. I enjoy Phoenix.
A person that I know went to Phoenix recently, and they said that even though it's hot as fuck, it's not humid hot.
It's
Like,
a nice
it's
hot.
dry hot, so it's like still a good time.
Yeah.
And it's not so uncomfortable. And I don't think I've ever experienced like that arid heat before.
You never been to Vegas?
Hell no.
You've never been to Vegas?
I really don't have a desire to go.
You've never been to Vegas.
I just
How you ain't never been to Vegas?
I don't go places that I'm not interested in. Even if it's like, even if it's people are like, oh, well, you got to go just once. I know I don't.
Oh, so you wouldn't even know what to... It's basically Vegas. Yeah, it's Vegas without the casino. But it was nice.
Right.
I wasn't
Yeah.
mad at it.
And gambling makes me sad sometimes. So, like, seeing people gamble fucks me up a little bit. Like, I do know that, like, I've stayed at hotels in, like, Tunica and stuff to go gambling with my grandmother. And, like, seeing somebody in the same spot that you saw them in last night and they've not changed clothes and they just been sitting there at the machine is depressing to me. Like...
Yeah,
or like that lady who left her kid in the car because she was gambling, like that type of shit. Like
that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like when I go, like obviously I have to walk through the casino, but I'm usually going to or from somewhere, so I don't really like pay attention.
So you don't gamble when you go?
No.
You just eat food?
I did it for the first time when I was there for my birthday a couple years ago. I was like, oh, this is fun. This is just Dave and Buster's for grown-ups. But I was just like, okay, that was enough. I spent like $5. I was like, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I've had adequate fun. I eat.
I be wanting my money back. I do like when I sit at slot machines that like I get to drink for free, but given my personality and history, that's probably not the best.
Oh yeah, they do give you
situation
free
for me
drinks
to
if
be
you
in.
sit there.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Like when I go to Vegas, I eat. We do activities and shit. There used to be a theme park.
Do
I
you
don't
do
think it's
anything
still.
that I can't do like somewhere that's not in Vegas? Like
They have this place called Area 51. That was really fun. I saw Britney Spears there. That was really
Area
cool.
51, like the
Not Area-
aliens?
Yeah, I think like that was like they're playing off of that. I think
Okay.
what's it called? Is it called Area 51? Maybe not Area 51. It's something with a number, a word and a number. Maybe it's not Area 51.
It might be Area 51 because
that's-
Area 51 is out there in Nevada, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun. And then, I mean, Madame Tussauds, like walking the strip, each hotel has like a different vibe. There's,
I
like,
do
nice
want to go to the
shopping.
Grand Lux there. Now that is on my
And they
list
do,
of things.
last time I was in Vegas, like,
You went to the Grand Lux
yeah,
there?
we went there for my line 10-year trip. And I made sure to make my flight later than everyone else's.
So you can go fuck it up.
So I was like, I'm going to go to the spa and I'm going to Grand Lux. And I
Sounds
sat at
beautiful.
that Grand Lux and ate by myself and then went to the airport. It was amazing.
I bet.
I love doing shit by myself.
Doing shit by myself is my favorite activity.
Now, one thing I want to do by myself is go to the movies. Like,
I'll go to the movies.
I don't
alone.
like the movies because I want to like
Talk.
commute. Eat by myself. Anything else by myself is fine. But I don't know, something about the movies because I wanted to see Twister really bad when I was in LA and I had just landed from Phoenix. It was like a whole long day.
You don't like to go to the movies by yourself.
Yeah,
You don't. I just
every-
thought about that.
I do everything else by myself, but I won't go to the movies. I had to like scour the earth for someone to go to. Then I was like, oh, I can ask my Disney friends, and my Disney friends pulled up with me. And Twisters was really good.
I don't like to go. There's a lot I like to do by myself. I don't really like to go to the movies with other people because I want to experience. I don't.
Oh, I love talking. in
I
movies.
know we can talk after the movie,
Oh no, I need to get.
but
I
or
bet
like
that's the killer. And
if you think a joke is funnier than I thought it was, and then you got this raucous laughter, and then I can't hear the next joke, and I'm already annoyed with the other patrons in the theater. So you sitting directly next to me is not.
oh no, you.
I
would-
did enjoy seeing Challengers with Brittany.
I need
That
to go
was
see that.
fun. Yeah,
You would absolutely, positively hate seeing a Marvel movie in 4D.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I'm not a huge Marvel fan.
Correct.
The way that you seem to enjoy Marvel movies, that will never be something that we do together.
I wasn't gonna call your motherfucking ass no way.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad we're on the
I
same
don't need
page.
no stragglers. Like Rita,
And me, straggle. Yeah.
Rita came for the vibes, and then we sat down after. Like it's me, that boy Vance, who was like my play cousin. That we've been doing this for 8 years. We've missed maybe 2 or 3 movies in 8 years together. We saw them, but just I may be out of town, he may be out of town, whatever. And then Rita came for the vibes, and we sat down at the Vortex to eat. And she was like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, do you mean you haven't seen Deadpool and Loki? And you have to watch 26 movies, and it sounds like a lot. But when you
don't have to do shit.
Well, you don't have to do anything. But like,
I say, no, the fuck I
this is
don't.
like 16 years of TV. Actually, more like 26 years. If you go back to like the first Marvel movie, like 98, all of these movies that you have to watch. But if you watch them in real time, it's not that hard. So it's like, this is something like me and that boy, we don't fuck around. And then we watched it in 4D. Have you watched the movie in 4D before?
Is that when they shake your chair and throw fire on you and shit?
Yes, they shake your
I'm
chair.
all set.
There's like something that hits your legs. There's water that splashes at you. There's something in your back that punches you in the back when it's like fight scenes. And then for this movie, like blood splattering, they would splatter water on you. It was absolutely insane.
I'd rather just watch the movie normal and then get jumped after. Like, I don't fucking need that
It was
shit,
so
bro.
fun. And then speaking of, I should do like a nerd segment.
I'm
Nerds,
still gonna
bitch.
do my joke of the week, remember?
I know. Nerds, tap in. I don't care that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Dr. Doom. I can't wait. I don't give a fuck who Robert Downey Jr. plays. I'm going to be in the theater. I'm going to be set. And they had to regroup because Big Nose wanted to go beat bitches up repeatedly.
And every time you say he beat bitches up, they're like, he was defending himself. He was running away from her.
And why are you calling them bitches? Shut up. I call everybody bitch.
Shut up. Shut up.
Everybody's a bitch.
I love Jonathan Majors. If
Shut
I wasn't
up.
a boy,
He could have just not fucking did that, and them niggas wouldn't have to go pull out the big red button, which is RDJ. We could have just fleshed out the fucking storyline, but he didn't know how to fucking act. So here we are.
Because he's a loser.
Loser. And him and Megan Good and them goddamn eyebrows stinking up the fucking red carpet.
Or, you know what? Megan bad, but like, I feel like it's affecting her face. And maybe she is just aging in tandem with the relationship, and she was gonna look like that
Because she is
anyway.
43.
She is 43, but
it seems like it's sucking the life out of her.
She looks like, you know, I don't know if anybody else has had this phenomenon, but you have that auntie who has a challenging partner, and her body is tip top, but she's wearing that relationship right here in her fucking whatever
It's
this
something
is.
off about it, and not just
And
because I hate the both. No, I don't even hate Megan Good.
I don't hate Megan. She's just
I always
dumb.
like Megan Good. Why are you? And she said her friends told her not to. You 42, 43.
Anybody that lets a Kardashian walk them on a leash doesn't have good sense. If you saw a picture of me and a white bitch have me on a leash, would you expect anything from me?
No. So yeah, just nerds tap in. I'm gonna be there, and I hope they announce more stuff at D23. Go ahead.
So,
Mood shift.
my joke of the week. You put your trust
In a nigga.
in a nigga. Stupid hoe, how you figure. So, as everyone knows, I was going through a breakup, right? I have very strong attachments to people just based on the person I am. So, even if I'm not like fucking with you, it is not a hard detachment for me, for real. It is more like we can be romantic, but like you're still my friend, and like I value that part of our relationship. You just can't be my nigga no more. Like I can separate the pulp from the juice in the situation. So, me and that man that I was seeing talked every morning and every night since we've broken up, which is not healthy. I recognize that. But because we literally just came from living together and have been so dependent on each other, and we've known each other for 3 years, it's just kind of like, I want to talk to you in the morning.
Emotional support nigga.
Yeah, it's my emotional support nigga.
You ain't getting no judgment from over here.
We see each other. So we talk every morning and every night, still shared locations. We just we're slowly getting out of some of the more relationship things of it all. So I went to go get my nails done. I walked to the nail shop, and I called him on the way back from the nail shop because it's like a 20-minute walk from my apartment. So I called him, and I said, what you doing? Because I had told him, I said, hey, when you go get your hair cut, you should make it a day. You should do something nice for yourself, or take yourself out to eat, or buy yourself something, because you don't really do nice things for yourself. And he said, you know what? You goddamn
You better
right.
than me, because I'd be like, you should go run in traffic and eat some nails. Swallow
And
them.
Mel knows what he did to get us to this place, and you're finna be even more upset because this is the first that you're hearing of this. So he said, okay, bet. So we hang up. I say, I'm gonna prepare for, my day, and I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna call you after, right? So it gets to be about maybe 10 o'clock and
PM.
and I look at his location, and it's still at Perimeter, but it's on the Maggiano side. So me still being in kind of like, where the fuck you at mode, because in my mind, like, still part of my collection.
You would a bitch.
So
Niggas don't want no fucking bread and olive oil and cheese
right
like that.
So
you
I looked up what time the Maggiano's closed. It said 11 o'clock. I said, so okay, very well, he could be like getting himself something to eat. So it passes to like maybe 11:30 where they will be doing like, okay, you got to get the fuck out of here time.
That ain't move.
Yeah, car still in the parking lot. So I said, okay. So I texted him. I'm like, hey, what the fuck going on? I'm like, I said, what, you on a date or something? And I was being funny when I said that. Still no response. Around getting closer to midnight, I was like, hey, bro. I was like, now I'm getting worried. Like, even if you out with somebody else, stop whatever you're doing just to send me a little text message to say, like, I'm alive. Because your dot is in a mall parking lot at midnight. So midnight 45 rolls around. Now I can't sleep because I think you've died.
And just Talley goes to bed as soon as the sun goes down.
As soon as the sun goes down, I'm in the bed. And the only reason I saw his location still there, I do my nightly location checks at 10:35 p.m. because I'm going to be asleep by 10:40. So I just make sure either everybody's where they're supposed to be, or they're in a familiar location, or if they're traveling, you at your hotel or you somewhere.
You do this to me every night.
Every night of my life, I check on my fucking Sims and make sure that they are safe. My Tamagotchis, I check because I love y'all. And if something happens, I want to be able to say, it was so weird when I did my check that she was in the Chattahoochee. That's what I want to be able to tell the goddamn police. So
okay, we gotta stop to get you off that true crime. But yes.
Yes. So 12:45 rolls around, and I said, okay, I'm about to call your sisters. Mind you, one of his sisters, I'd rather chew a bag of toenails than talk to her ass. So you got me in a real bad position that now I have to communicate with someone that I don't care for. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to call her because she the big guns, and she's also a little difficult. So I said, I'm going to call the 23-year-old sister because, that's the one I know he's going to pick up for because she's younger, right? So I called her. I said, hey, she picked up the phone. She was like, hello? And I'm like, yes, I understand your tone. I think something's going on with your brother. And so in her mind, she working like a woman. She like, he probably out with another bitch. Da, da, da. I said, no, I get that. Yeah. I said, but I talk to this nigga every night, and we've never done this where the other person won't at least be like, I'll call you when I leave, or I'll text you when I leave. So I said, don't you think it's weird that his phone is in the Perimeter Mall parking lot and it's 12:45 at night? She said that is strange. So she's like, let me call him and see what's going on. She called, he didn't pick up. She texted, he didn't pick up. So now she's like, woo, because she's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I'm watching his location. I'm using my laptop for the phone and the text messages, and I have the location airplane on the screen because now this is a goddamn investigation. So I see
that Tom set up.
So I see his dot move at two different points, move from the Maggiano's parking lot to a smoke shop, then back to the parking lot, and then it leaves the parking lot and goes to PNC Bank, which, bitch, you don't bank with PNC Bank. You don't know nobody that bank with PNC Bank. You bank with motherfucking Regions. So what the hell is you doing over there? So I told his sister that. I said, shit is getting weird. Now I think you done got robbed or somebody got you involved in some sort of illegality, or I don't know what the hell is going on. All I know is you not texting me and the little sister back. So I'm not driving right now because my car is not whatever. So I'm like, I can't even just pull up on the dot, which is usually some shit I would do. I'm going to pull her up a room. So I'm like, and she is in Tennessee, so she can't do shit about it either. We call his friends, and they're like, okay, he probably smoked some weed and freaked out, and it's not, and it's just chilling in the parking lot. I say he's not just chilling in the parking lot. The shit went to the smoke shop.
It's moving.
And it went to the bank and then back to the parking lot. So everybody's like, mama is loco. Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I know is that he is in some danger. 2 maybe.
Also, let me just chime in and say that you text us.
I did.
Because who could possibly be calling me?
What you be
Sam
doing to me?
Likely.
Put it on do not disturb. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
It vibrated.
Uh-huh.
But because it's a wood table, it shook everything. But me and Rita we're debriefing about the Deadpool movie, and we're at Vortex, and we're like, hey girl, because I got my dates mixed up, we're supposed to hang out, and you were like, no, it's fine, because Redacted is missing, and blah, blah, blah. We were like, what?
I was mad as hell, because at this point, I'm cranky, because, I'm sleepy. So I will say, me and her stayed on the phone till 2-something in the morning. 2-something in the morning between her calling his friends and we trying to figure out if we should call his daddy or shit like that. Like, we trying to figure out everything. 2:30 something, the dot starts moving and this nigga drives over by Northside Hospital. So I'm like, is this nigga okay? And he kind of loops the parking lot, like loops the building one time. And I said,
You
okay.
had that shit zoomed in so crazy.
Oh.
You had that motherfucker zoomed.
Enhanced. And I had it on 3D. So like, 3D. So he's at the hospital. So now I'm worried because I'm like, is he sick? Is he with a bitch and she dying?
Did he get shot?
Did he get shot? Like, what the fuck is going on? This nigga loops the hospital parking lot, then gets on 400 headed back towards his house. So I said, if this dot goes back home, I'm going to sleep and I just have to deal with the shit tomorrow. The dot makes it back home. Next morning, I ain't getting no woo-woos on my phone. Nothing. I called him at like 9:45 a.m., which I've been up for 4 hours.
You've been up.
So
You've been up.
I've been up. I called him at 9:45, no response. So I text him, I said, right? You know how I be when shit be going wrong. I'll be like, true. Yeah.
Losing
my shit. So I FaceTime him, and in my mind, I said, if he doesn't pick up this FaceTime, I'm going to jail. Or either a tragedy needs to have happened, or I'm going to jail. He picks up the FaceTime. I said, what happened to you? He acting like it's static and he can't hear. I said, what happened to you? This nigga says, I was busy. I said, are you fucking crazy? I said, are you fucking crazy? He was like, I'm gonna let you get your shit off. But when you be out doing whatever you doing, I don't be bothering you. So that triggers something in my head. I'm like, doing whatever I be doing. I don't be doing nothing. What are you talking about? So the other night, I went to see my friend's apartment. She got a new apartment. And so I was like, I'm going to go over there to see it. She's excited about it. She invited me over. I'm going. It was near his house. I didn't know he was looking at my location, but it was near where he was. It was quite a swanky apartment, fancy apartment. So he says, yeah, wherever your ass was the other night over by my house, I didn't bother you. I said, is this what this is about? I said, were you teaching me a lesson? I said, and first of all, you texted me and called me while I was over there. And I texted you and said, gonna call you when I leave here. And then you heard from me the next hour. I called you. You fucking insane. So at this point, I'm flipping out. I'm like, get the fuck off my phone. Get the fuck off. I'm hot. And I've never talked to this man before like this ever. I said, I'll let you hear the voice notes when we leave. I said, you, nigga on the street to me now. I don't ever want to fucking hear from you again because what you did, you wanted me to twist in the wind. You wanted me to feel confused.
He was torturing you.
You were torturing me. You wanted me to feel crazy. You know who I am because I've shimmied up the balcony of my friends when I thought that there was shit afoot. I have driven to Detroit to beat somebody's ass for one of my friends when shit was afoot. So the way he was trying to spin it was just like, oh, I can do what I want. Like, I don't be bothering you when you outside. I said, that was me being a friend to you. I would have done that for anybody whose location I got. If Mel, Brittany, Rodney, anybody, if your location is not somewhere and I'm asking you, are you okay? And everybody got siblings and I say, I'm finna call your siblings and then you don't at least be like, all right, I'm tripping.
So now you got your sisters tripping.
Now you got your sisters tripping. Not everybody, which I don't care, thinks I'm a fucking lunatic. When you were trying to teach me a lesson because you thought I was out with a nigga. You thought I was with a nigga. And if I was, I still never would do you like that. I still never did you like that. So I told him, I was like, I did call him a fucking idiot. And I did then send a subsequent voice note where I said, I should not have called you a fucking idiot, but I do mean everything else that I said. But like, now I've lost my friend. And that's why I'm so sad. Because you are doing something to me that I would not do to anybody. And I told him, I said, you could have at the very least been like, I'm out. Stop texting me. That would have been very mean.
At least I know you alive.
At least I know you're alive. But you were willing to keep your charade up, you ignored your sister. To keep your charade up, you also allowed and now what I think happened from really sitting with it, you left your phone that whole time in the parking lot because you were with a hoe. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. You were out with a bitch. and you left, because there's no other reason for your phone to have just been in the perimeter parking lot. You left your phone in the car, which when I'm doing dirt, and I told him, I was like, do you think I don't know you've been out with other bitches before? Nigga, I know you. Fucking step your game up. Just like, cause you're not a good liar. So you're gonna leave. You think I wouldn't have thought that a bitch you know checks locations at 10:35 every night, you thought that wouldn't have been weird to me? But now this is a scheme set up by Todd. You wanted my feelings to be hurt. You wanted me to seem crazy. And you wanted to teach me a lesson because you want to be out with other bitches because you think I'm out with other niggas when you could have just asked me.
That you was at your homegirl house.
You could have just asked me and I would have told you. Even if I was lying and if it was with a nigga you still could have, you still could have brought it up to me instead of doing that. Any friend who intentionally hurts me on purpose, you're harming me on purpose, you will never hear from me again.
I don't like that at all.
That I want to cry right now. That hurt my feelings so bad.
Don't you? No.
I'm not, but it's just like, I feel like men are just such cruel people.
What is wrong with
I don't
them?
understand because, like me, if I'm going to do something that I know will harm you, my intention is making sure it doesn't harm you. My intention, if I'm going to do some dirt or I'm going to do something nasty, I'm going to cover it up so good because I don't want to see you hurt.
But you're going to be intentionally
You're intentionally hurting me to fuck with me. Like, I don't.
What the fuck is your problem?
I will never. And now I look at you and I am disgusted. Like, I can't even, a picture of him popped up on my phone, like in those little like memories.
Oh,
like,
I hate them. You got to tell your phone not to.
Disgust me. At no point, you had so many choice points in what you were doing. I had to have called him like 40 times over the course of those
and you just
hours
sat and ignored it just for the sake of proving a point.
I thought he was harmed.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And then to pick up the phone and be like,
"What's up?"
I was busy. And the thing about it is like, because he was trying to make it seem like I was pressed because I thought he was with another bitch. Clearly, you don't know me, because when I found out the bullshit that he did recently, I came to your job. You think if I genuinely thought that you were with a bitch that I would not have figured out a way to pull up and embarrass you and whoever this hoe is?
I thought you were dead in the ditch.
I thought you were murdered. I've always been, if I thought you was on some nut shit, if I thought you was clowning, I was going to join the fucking circus, and you know that about me. You know that.
And that's fine.
Oh, that made me so sad. I'm so sad about that shit. And this is the first time I'm talking to you about it, but I don't think I've been so sad in such a while. Because also, like, we've talked about this before, when you have a man or know a man who is generally good, and they do some sinister shit, it's like, wow, didn't know you had it in you.
Like, you too?
You et tu, Brutus?
Too.
Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done crying.
But yeah, get it out. Get it out.
Thank
yeah.
you. No, I'm
it's
done.
like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
What the fuck is wrong with you? And then see, the thing about this is, this is how I felt when the shit happened with Brennan, and now I feel like this again. How do you know this is not the thing that sends me over the edge? How are you so comfortable playing with me that you don't know that this could be my snapped episode? This could be the thing that makes me flip the fuck out. And you are operating off of the fact that I'm a good person. You're playing with me like this because you believe in my goodness.
Stop believing in it.
Stop believing in it.
Because this might be my last fucking straw.
No, that's why because honestly, I wanted to beat him up, and I really like Wade. I haven't fought a man since I was a teenager, and I really like Wade the ins and outs and going over there and like really trying to like work this nigga over, and I just don't physically have it in me. But like, if I could go over there and take that nigga to Pound Town, derogatory, oh yeah.
That's why you need some supplies.
Yeah. No, I just can't. I can't believe it. Sorry.
No, it's just so disheartening because it's like the trial and error of having to date with this caliber. I mean, niggas been that shit. I mean, Fences was made for a reason, but it's just like, fuck, you know? It's like a bitch.
Then, bitch, I went to the bar. This is my last, and we can do our topic after this. I went to a barbecue. Shout out to Jason, my childhood best friend. It's her birthday week. Me and Brittany went to a barbecue that her dude and his neighbor were throwing. They threw like a joint, like not neighborhood barbecue, but 2 houses, 1 cookout. It was cute. One of the niggas there, he was, handsome, and I made the buffalo chicken dip, so he was upset that they didn't have no cheese for the burgers. I said, the buffalo chicken dip has cheese in it, throw it on the burger, it'll be delicious. He was like, I don't know who made this dip, I'm not going for it. I said, I made it, I stand by it,
it's good.
Stamp. So he heated it up, put it on the burger, he was like, this is delicious. And I'm like, we fucking got him.
That sounds fucking amazing.
It was good. I'm like, we fucking got him. this is how good.
Pussy. Boom. Give it here.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, he's kind of like on and off, like not really flirting with me, but like talking to me a little bit here and there throughout the evening, and kind of like being near me, but then not being near me. And I'm just kind of like, you know, okay, whatever. But I'm not pressed for it because clearly, like, I hate niggas right now and always, but definitely right now. So the drunker I get more flirty. You've seen it. The drunker I get, you know, we're talking and something in my spirit. And then my friend is looking at me from across the room, and she's like looking at me like, and I'm like, it can't be something I'm doing, so it's got to be something to do with this nigga. So my spirit, I said, you got a bitch. And he said, first of all, he did a deep sigh.
Oh, here we
And
go.
he said, I got a little situation. I said, get the fuck away
He
from
has a
me.
wife and 8 kids.
Hold on. I said, right now, I said, get away from me. He was like, always, and I said his name. And he was like, always like that? Yes, get your ass away from me. My friend comes around. She was like, what was he talking to you about? And I was like, I asked him if he had a bitch, and then he said he had a situation. And she was like, it's more than a situation. And then, like, we didn't talk about it for the rest of the evening. Come to find out this morning, this nigga got a baby on the way in D.C. and came to Atlanta to the cookout. Like, the bitch was at the cookout with another bitch. So you got somebody.
The pregnant bitch at
No. He's got a person growing a human in D.C. and was with another bitch at this function. Then gonna tell me I got a little situation.
Well, where was the bitch when he was all buffalo
I don't
dipping?
know. When I say
Where do these phantom bitches be?
I don't know.
Come get him.
But first of all the niggas at the function had a bitch, seemed like, but none of them were physically standing
next to
their
said
woman.
bitch.
One dude was glued to his bitch so tight, so I don't know if he done got in some trouble in the past, and he like, I come here, I do my work, I go home, or if he's like,
You can tell when niggas on punishment. Like, people are like, I'm sorry if I never get my Ivy Park box. I'm sorry, but like, people like, it's so endearing that Jay-Z was at every Beyonce. That nigga's on punishment.
like, that nigga is under surveillance.
He has no choice. He can't go nowhere. You think they doing joint tours for fun?
He was at every show. That nigga didn't want to go to Seattle. He didn't. She's like, you get your fucking ass on this jet and braid these babies' hair.
Shut the fuck. You think he's allowed to be?
Shit.
He's on the payroll.
You gotta keep your Sagittarius nigga chained to your ankle. You gotta keep that nigga.
And that's the next step for Cardi. Offset needs one of them baby leashes with the fucking bear on the back. That's what she need to put Offset on.
Offset needs a shock collar. That's what Offset needs. Soon as
You ain't gotta leave him, but we need to get some
soon as it
solutions.
feel pheromones, that nigga need to. He just.
Soon as the blood start running to his dick, just
she got to start tasing that nigga. I'm sorry.
we need to get violent.
I
We need
don't
to
know.
get medieval on that nigga Cardi.
But no, so he was
Call
glued,
me.
He was glued to her. I don't know if they was just in love or if she was like, if you step outside that ugly blue carpet, like I don't know where I was. But the rest of the niggas was like like all the women were sitting down because it was hot. So it kind of seemed like they were doing like a chivalry, like let the women sit down. No, because all the niggas' eyes was just darting everywhere, and you could tell they trying to have like quick little conversations with other hoes.
You can tell when niggas
and
is
I'm
like,
just like, okay. And then by the time it started raining so hard that everybody had to come in, I'm like, I gotta go see my dragons because I'm drunk. And when I say inside of the house, you realize what niggas came with what bitches, and it's like if the rain did not force us inside, you would have never stood next to or talked to this girl that you came with.
So
and hoes
crazy.
don't be none the wiser that they niggas is egging them.
the moment that you look away, let me go get some ketchup. He's talking to faux hoes.
Faux hoes.
It's just terrifying.
You got a baby on the way and you here with a side bitch, and you gonna tell me you got a little situation?
And as a woman, if a nigga tell me he got a baby on the way, what?
What do you mean? He didn't
These
tell me.
Lawrence ass
My
niggas?
friend told me.
And that too. I'm saying you the one who showed up with this nigga. Obviously, you know.
Oh yeah,
The girl who was
maybe
winning.
she don't, because I go back to the Big Z and all the secrets that he was keeping from me. I didn't know.
That sounds like a fucking fantasy series. The Big,
Big
Z
Z.
and all the secrets he was keeping. Like for the writers of The Boy in Striped Pajamas.
Honestly, like some of this, and some of it was just like me being willfully obtuse because I just wanted to have fun, and I didn't really care to know too many details about him. So if you're in a place with a nigga where it's like, I just want to have fun and go places,
I don't give a fuck what you got.
I don't
going
give a
on.
fuck what you got. You might not ask if he, because
But-
you didn't ask me if I had a baby on the way. Why was I supposed to know that was important? I don't know.
You didn't ask me if I had a girlfriend.
I don't know.
You asked if I had a wife, and I said no.
I said no. Maybe you should ask
Okay,
more
let's get to
in-depth
the topic.
questions.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Are going over time yet again.
So this is
five?
thank you, 5 minutes. Okay, rapid fire.
So we're supposed to talk about
I can't believe I
politics.
cried on this podcast. So this is the if we were president. Like
So yeah, the
our
booty hole
platforms.
is if we were president. The booty hole is if you were president, who would be your running mate and why? That's the booty hole. We're gonna talk about politics. Oh, we want to hear what y'all gotta think about Kamala and all the shit. We're gonna talk about it briefly. But who's your running mate?
In my fantasy world where people were normal, I would say Tracee Ellis Ross. Because she is just biracial enough to get the whites, but she is just black enough and just has so much like credibility from like girlfriends and, you know, just being the fly bitch in black spaces that it's like Tracee Ellis fucking Ross. Like, you know, like I'm interesting enough to stand on my own, but I need somebody who's culturally interesting to be there with me, and I think she is. But do I think people are voting for me and Tracee Ellis Ross to, you know, black women who are like, no. Two childless black women who want to be childless and don't really enjoy
Ain't nobody voting
men.
for y'all.
Ain't nobody voting for us.
So I was trying to think of somebody more strategic.
I got my strategic answer.
I was thinking I would either need a fun white woman who is less problematic because they're never fully unproblematic, or like a good white gay.
Pete Buttigieg.
Huh?
Pete Buttigieg would be mine.
Well, no, I'm not talking about actual politicians because I don't really
I
know
thought you
niggas
were
like that.
asking my actual
I was gonna say Amy Poehler.
Wait, no,
No,
wrong
you
Amy.
think-
Wrong Amy. Sorry.
You thinking about Tina Fey?
No, I was thinking about Amy Schumer.
Oh hell
And I was
no.
like, what's going on? But Amy Poehler, go on.
Amy
Continue.
Poehler, one of my
Yes.
favorite white ladies. She's just very funny to me. And again, not fully unproblematic, but she's gonna get the white women to get out and vote. Actually, because the girlies hate Hillary, so that's why that didn't quite work in her favor. Also, trying to
I
think of
think
a
it's
white
okay
gay.
to hate Hillary because of who she is as a person. I do think it's unfair that she's blamed for her husband's sexual improprieties. I don't think that that's cool. Like, hate her because she's like a criminal, fine.
But like they kind of all are, so that evens the
Right,
playing
so it
field.
evens out. I mean, hate her for whatever reasons, but like, how's it my fault he got his dick sucked?
That ain't got shit to do with me.
Shit to do with me. I wasn't even there.
And here, let's perfectly segue into this. So the misogyny of it all. The girls are grasping for so many straws on the right, saying, "Well, Kamala was a hoe in the '90s." Who wasn't?
Yeah, your mama was
I
a
don't
hoe
give a
in
fuck if she was on a
the
date with
90s, too.
Montel. Montel ain't never did nothing to nobody. She was on a date with fucking Bobby Brown,
We saw
Dennis
Montel at
Rodman.
that basketball game.
We did?
Yeah, girl.
No, not that Montel. The other Montel.
We saw This Is How We Do It.
That is not the Montel she was out with. She was out with Montel Williams, the one from the talk show, the ball man.
Oh, shit.
You
These
thought
are two different Montels.
You,
I thought she was outside.
you
with This Is
thought
How We Do
Kamala
It.
was outside. This is how we do it.
That's how we do it.
You thought Kamala was got to get your groove on. You
Honestly,
thought Kamala was getting her groove on.
I wouldn't put it past her. Her and that silk press, the way she be laughing and she be dancing. So if she was outside with How We Do It, then why would I be? Don't look at me like that.
This is how you thought Kamala Harris.
Yes, I did. Yup, sure did.
You don't remember Montel, the ball man from the TV
I
show?
do, but I conflate them. They're first of all, how many niggas named Montel? Okay, so that's not really fair. That's not really fair.
Those are only two niggas named Montel.
It's one nigga. It's the same nigga.
Two.
They both brown. They both tall.
One is bald and one is not. It's just Montel. I don't know if Montel.
Niggas go bald all the time.
One sings and one talks.
I genuinely thought this was a multi-talented, generational talent ass nigga. I genuinely thought that this was the same motherfucker.
You didn't look at the pictures. You know that's not This Is How We Do It.
They
in the
look
picture.
alike.
No, though.
They look alike.
No, they don't.
Cousins at least.
You were one of the people that think Jack A. Harry and Kim Whitley are the same person too.
Them two ladies was the same lady until I got grown.
Not you.
Yes, me.
I never confused them.
Let me go ahead and tell you a secret. If people look anything like too close alike, mind meld. I'm gonna merge it together, and that's that one person. That's just what it is.
Anyway, because y'all are really
I'm starting to
upsetting
think me and Miss Rap Shit is the same person, and I'm me. I know me.
You know Miss Rap Shit go with Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah, I saw a video of them coming
And
out
Chocolate
of
Sundays.
Chocolate Sundays, and
I said y'all go together.
And when they got to talking on the camera, I said, you know how you see a couple and
Yup.
you see them and you're like, nah, but then you see them hanging out and you're like,
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It
So,
makes total
yeah,
sense.
it
It's very
makes
cute.
sense.
Love that for them.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just the misogyny of it all is just so crazy. We're talking about her proclivities, and it's not even that. Who didn't have a fine nigga in the 90s?
And let me tell you something.
And who didn't have it? Oh, she slept her way to the top. She slept with a 60-year-old nigga 30 years. I don't give a fuck.
And you know, if she did suck her way to the top, I've been sucking dick for over a decade, and the most I got was some trips and one ride in a Lamborghini. If she sucked her way to attorney general,
Which she did not, because she went to school and passed the bar.
mouth in the office. If she sucked her way to the White House, then that's what the fuck we need.
And y'all let
A
Nancy
bitch about
Reagan
her
do
business.
it. If Nancy Reagan did it, why can't we?
Naked Nancy was out here sucking the brown and pink off of anything that moved, and we gonna talk, and we don't even know Kamala sucked dick or not. And I don't.
Y'all made that up.
The fact that y'all are even making me address this.
This is ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Like, the things I've seen, they photoshopped her, like, actually filleting. They've done all kinds of, no, it's been really bad. I'm just like, this is, obviously it's misogynistic and racist, but it's just like, this is so misogynistic and racist.
It's so misogynistic.
Like, who fucking
Who
cares?
gives a fuck? And it's just kind of like,
And in comparison to Trump?
and can she do the job? I don't care if I went to the movies and saw it on the 4D screen where the water hit me and the room started sweating.
It's so
I don't
gross.
give a fuck.
It's just so
I
gross.
don't care what. I don't care even if it was real and I saw it with my own eyes. Can she preside? Can she be the president?
It just felt
That's
like
all I need to know.
similarly to like the way, again, it's just misogyny. We know this, but it's just still icky. Like how even with like the Johnny Depp and even with the Megan Thee Stallion, like, oh, whores, am I right? You can't trust them. It's just like, really?
So-
This is so lowbrow, so gross. And
But
she has more qualifications than, definitely more than Trump, but like than most of these men.
But also, like, whenever men are using that sort of misogyny for, like, points, it just makes me step back and frame it that, like, men also think men are disgusting, and I've been right the whole time. Because if you think that this lady sucking dick or allegedly sucking dick or whatever the fuck
Or
you think
having
she got
sex or
going on,
whatever,
or having
gold
sex
digging
or
or whatever,
whatever the
like, whatever.
fuck, if you think that makes her less of a person, you also think men are nasty and gross, just like I do. Boom, roasted.
Now
I'm right.
we agree. And the other thing is like the whole she's not black. First of all, Kamala is mixed with black and Indian. I ain't never seen her. I've seen her hang out with Mindy Kaling one time. Mm-hmm. She's more culturally black than she is anything.
I ain't seen her with no Bendy. I ain't seen her in no Sorry.
I ain't seen her in no Bollywood movies.
Eat no naan or no butter chicken. What I have seen her do.
I had her with that salt and pepper cut, the T-Boss cut. I've seen her in Howard University.
Yup.
I've seen her
Hitting her little jig.
I've seen her vibrant thing.
Yep,
I've seen her
that's
unting
what
it
I
up. That
saw.
is a light-skinned
That
black
is-
lady. Stop playing in
stop
our face.
playing.
And she's not white. Even if it was, she still would be a woman of color.
And even if she did lean more into her Indianness, I don't give a fuck. Good morning, pineapple. Don't give a fuck. Looking very good, very nice. Make her president. Don't give a shit. I don't give a. Have you heard that TikTok sound where the girls are like, when you try to step outside your race to date?
No, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
So the girl made a video. She's laying down. She's like, when you date outside your race, so you can be treated how you deserve. And then she's making this terrified face, and the audio was like, "A good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice. Good morning, pineapple." You're chronically online. I thought you would know that. So you thought I was just making up racism?
This is so racist. I don't want to hear shit else about anything I can ever say.
You have to hear the sound.
I ain't never seen, I ain't
Just
never
type
seen.
in "Good Morning Pineapple" on TikTok when we take our break, so you can laugh. I'm glad you think I'm that funny that I would come up with that on
That
the
is so
spot.
funny. But yeah, just the whole Kamala of it all. I ain't never seen Down to the Bollywood Theater. I ain't never seen none of that. That is a black lady.
That's a
She's
black
more
lady.
agree on her mom. And then like the weird.
The most Indian thing she said was that she uses a round brush to press her hair. That's as Indian as it got.
Like,
Because where are your
this is
Marcel
a black
eyes?
lady. This is
Yes.
a black lady. What are we talking about? It's just so frustrating. Then like the weird after aid those people, the black American people who like descended of slaves who like don't like anybody that's not black from America, like descendants of American slaves. Very weird. Like, oh, well, she's Jamaican, so she's a coconut. But like they use coconut as a slur, by the way.
Get the fuck out of town.
They called me a coconut once. So that one time I was like, oh, so I said something about like a white lady, whatever. So they put up a tweet of me saying an Asian man was fine, which, okay. And then it was like, oh, don't worry, y'all, she's a coconut. And they found a tweet of me saying that I'm of Caribbean descent. So it was like, I'm not a black American because I have Caribbean ancestors. It's very
And it's like, are y'all doing crack rocks? Are y'all doing rocks? Y'all smoking rocks?
Y'all are so stupid.
Rapid fire, let's do our platforms. So,
Okay.
I got a game. I have a game today.
Okay.
So you give me like an issue, or I give you an issue. So let's say we do housing. Let's say we do houselessness, or we do taxes, or we do whatever the fuck.
Okay,
Throw an issue out at me, and you give me your legislation, the law you would enact, and then something you would make illegal.
Okay.
Yes. So you can ask me first, or I can ask you first.
Well, you said houselessness. So I was going to say that the malls will be, I've seen someone else say this, but I'm just going to
Let's just each do one for each thing.
Yeah. Okay. So houselessness, these abandoned ass malls, South DeKalb, you are on the clock. You got 2-3 stores in there, but honestly, keep those open. But like North DeKalb Mall, I know like Emory taking over. They tore it down. What's this over there?
Didn't they just tear down North? Am I crazy? I thought they tore down North.
I'm thinking about North Point. You're right.
Okay.
North DeKalb, all these abandoned ass malls, put the people in them. Because I saw like the California governor just outlawed the little encampments in LA of the homeless people, and he's like leaving it up to like the local governments. Put them people in something. Y'all got plenty of space, and take the rent down. Why is the rent $40,000? Put them people somewhere.
And this, okay, I got my part.
Homelessness will be illegal on like for the state. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all will get sued. Put them people
in them homes.
Because there's somewhere to put them. Y'all got space. Put
Mine
them.
is similar.
And then I will make it illegal to Airbnb.
I love it. To be an Airbnb host.
Yeah, like them. Oh, I got 8 properties. You're going to jail.
So my thing with housing / houselessness, if you own a property, it cannot sit empty for more than 2 years. And I want to make it so there's no loopholes. You can't sell it and then buy it back. You can't do none of that shit. Once your property sits empty for 2 years, there's going to be some sort of government program where you can apply for a grant, and you can like kind of like Section 8, but
I was gonna say Section 8,
but different. Somebody has to be in that house after 2 years. If it's not your primary residence and you just got, I don't care if it's a mansion, we putting people in that bitch, and we're gonna break you off, but somebody gonna be in that goddamn house.
I'll also put rent caps.
Rent caps. Also, what I would make illegal immediately, if one more bitch who don't make 3 times the rent tell me I gotta make 3 times the rent, I'm gonna fucking lose it. That don't make no goddamn sense. You mean to tell me, and rent is a bazillion dollars. So
I gotta make $3 bazillion.
I gotta make $3 bazillion to live in this motherfucker? Are you crazy as hell? So that would be illegal. And then I had another one for
we kind of talked about this already, but just like men being illegal.
Said men being legal? Oh, first of all,
the concentration camp.
Deadbeats, you're going to jail.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're going to the labor jail.
And
you're going to the jail, you're going to do something.
And for the mamas and sisters that be covering and capping for them,
you going to.
Y'all are going to jail too.
You're going to. But for me, being able, I think it's unfair how fathers get to just decide not to be parents, and then it's largely not criminalized. Like if a baby is left with a mom and the mom is like, I don't really want to do this, likely she's either going to be shamed to high hell, or she's going to jail for like neglect or abandonment. And dads just get to be like, I saw that nigga when he was born, and I'll see him when he dies.
Vibes are off.
And the vibes were off. I just didn't like the baby, and that was it. If you are a deadbeat parent, go what Janice? That's her name, Janice.
Go
Janice?
help that bitch.
Go
with
help
them kids.
that bitch with them kids.
She disappointed me so bad. You know she's supporting Trump. She came out and said that. I said, now Janice, because you're going to prison once that with Project 2025 when they outlaw sex work and having your pussy out in the car wash.
Janice,
you're going to jail.
Janice, sister. I liked you, Janice.
And honestly, all these
now I gotta go undo my bookmarks.
What was in your bookmark?
I was doing me some good bean flicking to that shit.
You were watching porn and flicking your bean.
I'm
so proud. You was down bad, huh? You was down.
I was.
You was down horrible.
Well, because I don't got no man in my house no more.
Yikes.
So
I did some sex the other day. That was cool, but I was trying to be.
So you did some sex?
Yeah, it was fun. And I was trying to, when I was in LA, I had a really, really cool shower. And I was like, it'd be so hot if I get in here and I like masturbate and it's gonna be all hot. It was just too much going on. Like the shower was too
overstimulated.
much. I couldn't get the right angle because it was like one of them showers we just walk in. Ain't no like shelving and then I can put my leg up. I was like, I was soaking wet. I was like, I just gotta go sit in the bed. And then after like you can't find your groove and you just watch it porn. You feel like such a degenerate. I felt so dirty. I couldn't even like enjoy it. I was just like, I'm put me on a list.
Yeah.
I'm going on a list.
Oh, I'm outlawing titty fucking. No. You want to put your dick in between somebody's titties? Jail. You see in Parks and Rec where he's like straight to jail right away. Exactly.
I've never done such because I can't. So
I tried. That
and
will completely ruin the mood for me. Like if I'm feeling sexy and it's like a nigga's like, yeah, let me sit on your chest. No.
So how do they do? They sit on this part?
They straddle this part. They're on you. Like they're on you. Like they're riding. And then
you have to sit there like a fucking like a
and then
dog. Just
no matter how fine a man is,
no one looks good
the
doing this.
worst angle is his fucking chin and neck. And you just kind of like, is this nigga even cute for real?
And now he's punching you in your chin.
And
with
now
his dick.
you got a mushroom cap mark right here. I just
sounds awful.
I hate it.
Why y'all don't just do this one?
I don't want to be involved in it. So like,
do what you do. I'll hold them, but that's all I got.
I'm gonna lay here and dissociate while you do. And I'm not like I'm a very active sex partner. So like to put me in a position where like I got nothing.
And then God forbid you on a full stomach.
Then
now
a
he's
nigga doing
on
it and you forget to moan. So then he's kind of like, hello, and it's kind of like you're rubbing your dick on my sternum. What is this doing for me? Like, what do you want?
That sounds, honestly,
it's awful. It's so jail.
But yeah, the Z-list rappers and even the bigger ones, I tweeted this other day, like all this organized effort, like yeah, vote for Trump. I don't think many people are listening to Sexy Red and Amber Rose and Sway Lee and fucking Lil Pump, but there are some that will.
They are.
And just
and
like
fuck Sway Lee. Let me tell you something. When I worked at Public Kitchen and Bar, he came and sat in there and did not tip me well, him and his team. He left his fucking expensive ass headphones that in my first mind I wanted to take and sell them, but I was on my walk with Jesus and I was trying to do right, so I run out and bring the headphones and I'm like, you left your headphones. He didn't even tell me thank you, just took them out my hand, and then the security was like, hey, thank you, baby girl. No more money. No nothing. I should have sold them headphones on the street.
But also, you look funny.
He does look funny.
So I'm already
Nobody
upset.
cute supports Trump.
Lil Pump, the first thing is that KAMALA ain't even black. You are not black.
I thought Lil Pump was dead or in jail.
That's like Lil Xan. It's one of them little something.
Who's the rainbow? Who's the one with the rainbow
6ix9ine,
hair?
he's also not dead and also supporting Trump. But
He's alive? Who's the
alive.
dead one?
Lil Xan and Lil, one of them, Extentacion.
I thought all these niggas were dead.
Soon.
I thought these was the friends that Uzi was talking about.
Oh, my friends are dead.
Yeah, I thought them niggas was dead. I'm getting old for real. I thought all them niggas was with Christ.
But we're gonna get out and vote. I just need y'all to like, well, she's a war commander. Oh, y'all are sellouts.
Don't want to hear it.
Don't want to hear it. And especially you talking to us too. We voting ass bitches, okay?
We voting. And
we are John Lewis's dream.
Let me zoom out for you. It takes an empire about the amount of time that America has been alive to fall. Okay? So we're right at the choice point of, is democracy going to continue or are we going to go backwards?
That nigga said, hey, y'all don't have to ever vote again.
That's where I was getting at. I was getting at that he said this was going to be the last election if he were to be elected. That's number one. Number two, black people, specifically black women, who do you think they're subjugating first? Okay? It's us. So when they get to putting people in chains and shaving people heads and shit, I don't know how it's gonna go, and ripping lashes off and forced labor camps and I don't know how, like And
the other thing
as
is,
real, like, people don't think you could go back. There's still cotton to be picked. We're just not doing it. But if you don't think that there are people in this world that miss when niggas was picking cotton and they got books still in it, do you know that there are still Southern people? It's no laws in place to like make it illegal or make the shit public record. There are still Southern white people who have the slave annals in their home, and that's just family property.
Yeah.
So somebody somewhere got a book with your great granddaddy name in it,
yeah, and
don't have to show it to nobody if he don't want to, and they keep that shit in their house because they don't want to owe you money.
Yes.
That is, so we got people who are alive today that want to coo and clucks as hard as they can.
And
you think they not going, your ass is not going to be the first person in the field?
And them legacy Republicans, I know they know he's an idiot, but they're like, look, if this is what it takes, fuck it. We don't care. And it's just so icky and gross, and y'all know better. And I know black women gonna do what we do because we always do what we do. Now, the black men, you think that this whole Kevin Samuels, this all misogyny, and this all this other trad wife content, all this has been a ploy, a scheme that Todd set up to get y'all to be conservatives and go to the right. That's what it all was. All this fucking, you just gotta cook and clean.
And you don't have enough money to be conservative. You who works at Arby's, and then when you get off at Arby's, you go work at Amazon. You don't have no bread to be conservative. You can't even sit down. You can't even sit outside the door that the room with the table is in. You don't have
At best, you can serve the table.
Serve the table. You know how expensive it is to be a real conservative? And these fucking hick-ass hillbillies that you see with they Trump signs in the yard and all of that shit. Good. The only reason that they want to be Trump supporters is so that they feel better than niggas.
Absolutely.
All poor white people want to do, conservative poor white people want to do is feel better than niggas. That's it. You don't have enough money to be a Trump supporter, baby. You don't have enough money to be a Republican.
You don't.
Yikes.
And you can have your reservations about Kamala, fine. The people, oh, she locked up my uncle. No. Let's unpack.
I saw what's his name? The rapper boy tweet that about his mom.
Guap Dad,
yes.
And let's unpack, because I think it was something deeper to that story too. Let's unpack these stories why these people got locked up. And she didn't lock up as many people as she
What Cat Williams say? Well, what the fuck did he do?
Murder. So let's just do some unpacking. And in a persecutor's job is to persecute. So I mean, I don't know. And it's something she was doing wrong, whatever. Sure, we can unpack it.
She had a terrible job. And nobody said, like, if she was a prosecutor, I don't know a prosecutor. I'm like, you know what? That's a nice lady. That's a good prosecutor. That's not how we feel about that.
All these people are not very nice. And I think we just need to come to terms with that. But guess what? I'm going to take my silk press and them LOLs and that White House any day. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I'm going up there. Dump Trump. Say it with me. We don't want Trump. Dump Trump. Kamala. I'm getting out there in the field. I don't care. I do not care. But again, as a black woman, we going to do that anyway. Because that's what we do. Mm-hmm. So get your ass out there and vote.
Get your fucking ass.
Get your ass.
Seems like nobody wants to fucking vote anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Get your ass out there. And I think that's it. I think we need to wrap up anyway. We're way over time. Are we over an hour?
Yeah. I already know it.
Well, how long are we at?
A lot.
An hour and 20?
That ain't bad. That means...
It is.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're sorry, y'all. Bye.
Yikes. Bye. I'm talking about that ain't bad. She like, girl, fuck